So, for the first time since the release of the Resentment chapter, we're going to be going back and doing a Chains of Denial run. There was some tweaks to that boss that we have not experienced fully, and the hope is that we will do that with a cast of interesting paths. But it feels very weird hitting Chapter 1 since we have quite a streak of Chapter 2 wins going right now. We only do one a week, but I think it's been at least 3 or 4 weeks since we've had a loss to Resentment, despite having some significantly suboptimal teams. But fingers crossed, here we go. Let's get some interesting stuff going on. A slugger wandering germophobic occultist. A lurker off guard. Hey Elaine, welcome. 2 attacks is equal to stealing a strength ticket at minimum. Better to get the damage. So, no, Elaine, I don't believe that's the case because a strength ticket is only a 50% increase in damage. And so that would be 1.5 attacks. So I have a wandering leper who is off guard, not that interesting. A wandering jester who is tough with a fear of fanatics. Survivor, we haven't played a runaway in a while. The Carcass has entered the chat. Oh my! I knew this day was coming someday, and I'm glad we tried it to bait it out. So the Carcass is a weird one, and we need to take a second to. So crit is double damage lane. So if you can steal a crit token, then you just break even, but a turn away from now. Right, so you give up half the damage now, and I find that so often when I steal strength or crit tokens, I'm still hitting into an injured enemy because, among other things, the yellow hand doesn't have the capacity to hit the back line hardly at all. But back to the Carcass. So gain when hit -1 stress or -2 stress. Barbaric Yop gains taunt. Target. Wicked Hack removes defense, turn start winded, end of turn defend per winded. Whew. So that's a lot of action, to say the least. It builds for a very defensive character. I'm interested and excited by Sharp Shot. Deadeye a little less excited. So the problem that we have is we can put Carcass in slot 1 or slot 2 like this. Put a Deadeye here. And then the question is the Carcass's self-stress healing sufficient enough to make it happen? The off guard is going to be annoying. The off guard is going to be doubly annoying. The sprained ankle and thick-blooded. So we don't have great healing. I mean, we do have Adrenaline Rush that we can use on the Carcass to get some healing. We have good self-heal here. We don't have a lot of heals for the Highwayman. I'm thinking about going with the Occultist. Despite the fact that I think melee skills are not going to be something that we can consistently do unless... What if we go, like, frontline Occultist? This is a weird party. Let's give it a go. And then who do we want in the very back? Do we get more flexibility? Let's take a look at skills here really quickly. So for the Carcass, what are we doing? So I think we're Barbaric Yopping almost every turn. We'll keep If It Bleeds. Wicked Hack is going to do basically nothing. Iron Swan is going to do basically nothing. We probably need Adrenaline Rush for the healing. Actually, Bleed Out has some temptation. But honestly, having the Hellion in slot 2 is better for the taunt landing successfully. We'll put Breakthrough on, and I think we'll probably need Raucous Revelry, don't we? Sure, let's try that. This is gonna be a weird one, to be sure. Glint in the Dark. There's worlds in which we might use Glint in the Dark, but I think for now we might use Pirouette for adjusting, and then we'll pick up Grape Shot, and we'll pick up. Actually, I do like Double Tap. So maybe we'll do something like this, because I don't think there's much here. Yeah, okay. Let's give this a go. This is a weird team. Do not hold your breath. We also did not change the Occultist's loadout, now that I think about it, which the Occultist loadout is going to be a little weird too, because... Oh, we lose Demon Pull. We don't really care about pulling things to the front, though. Let's do something like that for now. Actually, wait, I think the vulnerability hex is probably better, because I don't think we have a reliable way to generate anything in terms of unchecked power.
Perhaps you left it for yourself.
Perhaps I left it for myself. That's not where you put those. That's not where those slots are. Boxing gloves and whittling tools are pretty unremarkable. Now, Boudica is slow, and the Carcass does not have any increased HP. And I kept if it bleeds, right? I did, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a weird one. I don't think this team is particularly well suited to kill denial either. So I guess the bleeds are potentially of some value, but yeah, Boudica has really low max HP.
Each gravestone is more than a failure. It is a promise to do better.
Five to 8, 3 to 6 in the Blight seems better. Oh, still didn't get the kill. That's disappointing. The double off guard is going to make the beginning of this run truly awful. Yeah. So she should still generate the Winded, I think. Because of Carcass, which then it should generate a block token for her. I'm unconvinced, to say the least.
One less obstacle in our path.
I mean, that was about as bad as it can get. It demonstrates the disaster that is picking up 2 characters that have off guard. Which is combat start dazed. That means getting our taunts up is going to be very difficult on Boudica, and I think that's this entire party is built around the fact that we're going to be concentrating stress on Boudica, and she's going to be healing it. So we will see.
The fire is lit. The table is set. The inn awaits its favorite guests.
Yeah, so disappointing there. I think we still have to expect that that's going to happen, and then I think Al needs that. Great. Love the early negative. We'll hang on to that. Let's see. Okay, no Sluice. We have not a great team for the general. If we shuffle around, it's not terrible. Do we benefit from the General's Trinket more so than this one? I don't know. I need to think about that for a second. I also need to think hard about what in the world our first upgrade should be. Do we I guess we want to keep tracking shot? The combo is potentially good. This is a hard decision, if I'm being perfectly honest. Remove guard, forward 1. I mean, it's definitely not breakthrough. let me be very clear about that. Right now I'm thinking it's poison dart. It's that, or we go for Dead of Night, just because it gives us another stress heal, and we're probably going to need it. Hey, Stefan, good to see you. This is our largest increase in damage, so I'm going to grab that, and then Quarter Scouting. I think we save our money because we really need a hospital. We don't have anything that increases our hospital ability, and I think we're better off in the Tangle here. So let's go there. Alright, anything else to do? I don't think so. Things are going well, Stefan. Yeah, I have no complaints. No complaints at all. Ooh, healing given minus damage. I don't think I want that. And then speed for less HP. I also don't want that. All right, let's get rolling. Yeah, things have been going really well. Had a ton of fun with the last spell last night. It was a super fun run. The latest beta branch gives me so much hope for what is to come for that game. Show me a hospital, please, game.
Only resignation.
Well, that was like a hospital, but the opposite. Okay. Let's go over here, I guess.
A simple choice.
Yeah, we want Boudica picking up stress whenever possible, because she has the equipment to get rid of it, but Audrey's stressing out, understandably. Anytime you are facing a, oh my gosh, again with you two? Alright, the game is pushing us in a bad way. Oh, Stefan, that's cool. I have heard some rumblings about people being a little frustrated with the board game itself being released. Let's see, 3 to 6 either way, so we'll just do that. I guess there were some production problems with it or something like that. We're certainly going to see any. I'm excited to kind of return to it, but our team is weird, to say the least. I think we just get rid of this guy. I don't want to deal with him anymore. Our team has a Carcass Hellion, and the Carcass is weird because it generates Winded of its own accord. But we can generate Taunt from that, so it's gonna be a wait and see type of thing. But we're gonna put in as much damage as we can on this big boy. Before we finish up, we'll utilize her. Oh yeah, we didn't upgrade. We didn't end up upgrading Dead of Night, despite my brain thinking it was a good idea. Oh, I see, Stefan. That is a real bummer, to say the least. So every time you get hit, you're supposed to stress heal. Am I misreading this? Gain when crit. Oh, it's only on crits? Oh, that's even harder to work around. If I didn't think this was already bad enough. Tracking shot does not remove guard, unfortunately. Our cultist needs to start putting some chunkier damage in for sure. Yeah, we are lacking the necessary engine to make this work for sure. Yeah, Stefan, we're trying something very different and very I'm gonna say ill-advised. Like I don't think the thing that I am doing right now is something that anyone would describe as smart. But yeah, nonetheless, that was the plan. All right, we got a little bit of death blow resist there, I guess. But yeah, so I was trying to come up with a way to play around the Carcass. So the Carcass seems like a strictly defensive unit that's only going to be applying bleeds moving forward. And so I was like, what would happen if we went with a frontline occultist, since hopefully Boudica is going to be able to, in the longer term, and obviously this is going to take some time, but in the longer term be able to heal herself. Oh, this is a... Do we want to fight the general? I think we do. So I think we go hard right here and pick up these two and skip the watchtower, even though that's potentially going to really come back to bite us quite terribly. We're shopping for a hospital because we have two characters that are off guard, which is basically nightmare fuel for the start of a round, or for the start of combat. So we need to get that dealt with as soon as humanly possible. Okay, who can take the hit with Dismas? Looks like Boudica gets to. I don't like spending the money, but I also don't want to damage two relationships in the process. So, oh, Bloody Branch. Gain on crit strength when moving. If rank equals 4, gain 2 stress. If it bleeds, skill deals 33% more damage. Or blading damage. Okay. I think I like that. I think we're using if it bleeds. So we'll at least give that a go. I don't think we're going to be in the back line too frequently. I think gain on crit is going to be pretty worthless for us. But at least we don't take any stress from picking things that people didn't like. Oh, and there's the hospital. And we're going to be a little too broke for getting rid of both our off guards, probably. Unless we get a very lucrative fight here with this road battle.
Shadows of what they once were.
Let's see. The urchin is gonna stealth and move back. So do we even bother trying to get damage in on them? It's very unlikely. We could get the kill here, so we'll try it. Oh, went for the skulking step instead. So that's not the worst thing. 3 to 5, we could get the kill here. All right.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
Now, which one of these is on kill? Okay, so this one upgraded is on kill unchecked power. So we'll probably want to upgrade that soon. That was Slugger proccing. The stun was nice though, I mean. So Yop on the Hellion generates taunt, which is very interesting. And then we gain block equal to our winded. If I'm being honest, I think that those could be improved block, and the Carcass would probably still be bad. But what can you do?
And effective.
I mean, I like the stress healing for sure. And I find myself wanting Boudica to get crit, which is a very weird position to find myself in. The epic 0-point breakthrough. Can we get any more benefit here? Probably not. We don't have any buffs to dole out, so there's probably an advantage always to having the last person in the turn order
The past is gone.
do their worst. 4. I think that might be exactly what we need for 2. 32. I believe it costs 16, so we will get rid of both of our off guards, but the cost is steep here.
We need not be defined.
All right, we are broke, but that's a big improvement. And now comes the tricky part. So for the general, I think we put Al back here, and maybe we still do vulnerability hex, but we're gonna have the general. Oh man, so Boudica can't even use if it bleeds. Bleed out is fine though for her. Well, actually, no. I think we leave her in the front, and as weird as this sounds, I think we give her Iron Swan because she's literally not gonna do anything. And then Dismiss as a sharp shot. You're still fine in this position, right? I never miss. Yeah, Grape Shot Blast. That's all fine. Okay. This is gonna be a weird lair, to say the least. Oh, Creature Den first. All right, let me undo all the changes that I just made. We'll keep Raucous. We'll keep that. But since you're up here now, we don't need Abyssal. We'll leave those 2, I think. Okay. All right. So the problem is going to be if Boudica doesn't get crit and get stress healed from it, which, as a side note, now that I think about it, a 50% chance of 1 stress on Boudica for getting crit is highly likely to just be a break even. Like it's incredibly likely that that's not even going to move the needle. Oh, I hate that we didn't get the goods on that one. Let's see. So I think we yop just to get the taunt going.
The slow suffering begins.
We don't have a lot of corpse clear here either. Those stuns have been coming in like crazy. So I want to avoid front mortar here. So I think as much as I want to do more, I need to get rid of the front corpse there. At last, the slow suffering has begun. We were all waiting for it, right?
Steady yourself.
Dang, that's a spicy one right there. Oh, she was blinded? Guess I should have been paying more attention there. 4 to 8, yeah. We can probably get the kill and keep rolling the strength tokens. Close. I was going to say, if we can get the kill there, that avoids a lot of aggregate damage from dots. So, worth it. Apply on hit. Apply on miss defend. It's like a 15 and 20% chance. I don't really want Boudica getting stunned. And in fact, for the next fight, that's not going to be impactful. This just seems not particularly transformative. Now, is our next stop? No, it's the beast. It's the creature den, which is a real stroke of luck that we came over this way. Just from a mastery perspective, assuming it doesn't kill us. Let's see. So I think I go with Audrey here. No, I go with Dismas to try and get some relationships improved. This is probably gonna be a pretty rough fight. I have no illusions that I don't think this one's gonna be great for us. The hits we're doling out right now are just miserable. I think that is probably true, Innie. But you're really leaving a lot up to fate with the 20 and 15% chances respectively on that one as well. I can't help but feel like there's a little bit of disadvantaging. I feel like we need Al to be in position 2 for Demon Pull. I'm starting to realize. There are, unfortunately, too many corpses to clear all of them, so we're probably gonna get an unstable mutation here. We did not, but here we are. The crit for 0. Take that, game. Hey, Stefan, thank you for visiting. I appreciate it for sure. It was good to see you, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. Okay, this guy moving forward is probably actually better than the alternative. I did remove breakthrough from the equation, which I'm now regretting. Okay, so I think we just need to finish this as quickly as possible so that we at least get 2 turns. Because, let's see, you're taking 4 of 6. So if we could get it, how much is a Grape Shot? Grape Shot still is a potential kill. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we can get a good turn order here. So, ugh. Doesn't really matter if we kill him or not. So I think might as well put him out of his misery. So that spawns the next wave with Boudica only having 1 turn here. So Barbaric Yop, does it only stun on upgrade? Is that what I am to learn? Goes to show how frequently I've used that. I think getting rid of 1 here is better than anything else. Oh, the blight resists though have been murder. We're gonna need something like a reverberating redoubt on Boudica to get the party started. Oh, we can't even yop every turn, so we may need toe-to-toe as well. Interesting. She's just a bleed machine. That's her only... Wait a second. 33% more bleed dealt. Really? Is that skill only 2 by default? It is. Okay. I mean, Hellion can run out of tanks, but run out of heals, but the number of heals that she has at her disposal is kind of staggering compared to most. Just because every time she attacks after using Adrenaline Rush, she's getting more healing, which is pretty staggering. Okay, you're probably gonna heal, unfortunately. Yeah. There wasn't a lot we could do about that one. Ah, but one thing we can do here, which is very interesting, is the crit token. We don't have a reliable taunt right now, so we can't. I was gonna say we can bait the taunt on Boudica, but no such luck. We still are doing decent work here, I feel like. Things could certainly be more dire. The shuffles are really making me reconsider not having Boudica in position 1, though, I think. Also, what is this particular run? I feel like the we're having serious dot resists.
Take heart and do not relent.
I don't think there's... Boudica's not going to do anything for the remainder of this fight, so I'm just going to Raucous Revelry.
An opportunity squandered.
Missed attacks have a 25% chance of a dialogue. That's an interesting one. Highway Robbery skill grants 2 riposte plus 5 damage per positive token. If relics greater than 100, minus 15% chance to crit. Cursed Coin is interesting. Discount on Stagecoach items. I mean, better to get that early than late, I guess. I think we'll put that token on Dismas, but I don't think that's going to be particularly transformative. There's no blind in this upcoming fight, so I think there's an argument to be made to put that on Dismas for a little bit of extra oomph. But then I don't think either of these are particularly transformative, and we have nothing between us and the end here, so we're definitely moving Boudica up. Boudica is going to Iron Swan forever, basically. It's going to be... Because, yeah, toe-to-toe... Does she have anything that hits the back line and generates taunt? Negative. There's an argument to say that bleed out spam is the play, but I think that we go with this, and then we'll grab Highway Robbery, although I don't expect that to be particularly impactful. And then, hey, Levy, welcome to stream. How are you doing? And then I think here we're just going to be rolling Poison Dart. Do we have any combat items that will be of any value? No, but we should probably just put these on to try and bait some dialogues. That's interesting enough to equip, I think. And hold on. We do have to think about the leading up to fights a little bit. Which, if we're going to put Boudica in the front slot, I think we put toe-to-toe on instead as another taunt generator. That's all fine. I forgot to equip Ceiling Spaghetti. That would have been tragic and or disastrous. And then that can all stay the same. Yeah, I mean, I think they're probably planning on doing a lot more voice acting over time. Like, I'm sure they're probably recording new lines with Wayne as we speak, or at intervals. That would be my assumption. But yeah, this run, for better or worse, is going to be typified by the Carcass. Okay, I think we get Blight rolling on this guy, if at all possible, just because that's going to be he's going to be the biggest thorn in our side. I think we just yop here to get the taunt going. Okay, so maybe we do hit a lot more. Maybe I was sleeping on that trinket just a tiny bit. I'd be open to that possibility. We already have the vulnerability. Let's strip away some defense on these back guys. That's a shame.
An unavoidable end.
Yeah, let's get that token. The riposte is the thing I was really trying to avoid. Hard to work around. Just get the taunt up. And now we can start whittling away at the shambling little demons. Really should have put demon pull on. I keep saying that, and I keep not doing it, but still waiting for her to get crit as an aside. So Raucous Revelry is -1 stress on allies, but it does not look like it has any capacity to proc a relationship because it doesn't highlight them. So maybe only if it stress heals it does. That's a weird one.
Taught is a lesson learned.
Some caltrops up in this piece. Okay, Audrey can get rid of the taunt. That's not the end of the world. Although it would have been nice to get the blight rolling on our friend in the back line. Probably an argument to be made to start with the bishop. Now that I look at what I just did. Yeah, because now he's charging up to do something nasty. I genuinely think the Carcass could get improved block tokens from the path, and it would be still extremely reasonable. Because the big problem that you have with the Carcass is a complete lack of capacity to generate enough taunt to be the meat shield that the game requires. Okay, we're going to try and zero this guy out. 6? Dismiss, you can hit for 6, right? All day long. Guess they didn't need They didn't need the focus fire to know that they had to hit my occultist. But yeah, having a character that hits for 0 is a special kind of hamstringing, if I'm being honest. That was a solid hit compared to some of the other work that that our occultist has been doing. Those 3-point ceiling spaghettis were not inspiring. So not to complain or keep track or anything like that, but we're solidly into this run now, and I have yet to see a single crit land on Boudica, despite my best efforts. Now our Grave Robber is hitting for 8 like it's going out of fashion. Sure. We'll get what we can get out of this. I don't know if we have a... Yeah, we don't have a Rid on... we don't have a Rid available, so... This is gonna be a weird fight. What do we have on offer? Empty Stein. Self-Barbaric Yop. Gain bleed resist. Gain on bleed. Weaken. If bleeding plus 25% damage. I can't see a world in which the Empty Stein would ever be good for a Carcass, unfortunately. I think that's just a waste. And then turn start, convert vulnerable to that, strength to that minus... Yeah, the Footman's Grog is going to be great. And then trinket prices being cheaper will help us figure things out. But we do have to win. Let us not forget that is a critical part of this fight. That is not guaranteed by our current. I think this is a take aim. And while we can do it, I'm going to drop the vulnerability hex. I guess not. Okay. Heaven forbid my dodge work. So the thing I'm thinking about here is the smoke bomb could be used on the taproot as an additional way to push back. And we're going to get very little value, like 2 to 4 damage. 2 to 4 damage is 2 to 4 damage. We high rolled it too. These are all the taunt tokens we're going to get, so we need to make the most of them that we can. I wish we had the vulnerable here, but we'll take the 19. We're just praying that we don't get resists on the blights. That'll push back the taproot once. And then Boudica's fully winded, so I think we just Iron Swan to get that second pushback, and that's gonna be Boudica's life moving forward. We just have to. We're kind of hoping that the Grave Robber and Dismas have enough strength to do what needs to be done. We also may have a meltdown on Boudica because we don't have a lot of ways to handle things. We don't have a lot of answers to stress, is what I mean to say. And of course, the general does not concern himself very often with actually respecting taunt, so... We're at the halfway point, though. Famous last words. We can't, ironically, we cannot afford to rid, because we need to keep pushing back that growth. If we get jammed up, we're not going to have a fun time. I don't want to proc the dazed. That's not going to do us much good. So I'm just going to... Oh, that was a bad roll right there. Why is Dismas taking a stress damage from a miss there? That's alarming, to say the least. Keep pushing back. Better safe than sorry at this point. Okay, good hit. Ooh, no crit there is a bummer, and the resist is a double bummer. The rare double bummer. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Test of all.
Oh, la la da da. Let's see. I think we keep pushing back. We're gonna have to risk some death's doors on the occultist, I think, because we can't let our foot off the brake, off the gas, or we're gonna off the brake. Don't let your foot off the brake. No, that would be the safe choice. We could risk doing a heal with Al. No, we have the combo here. The crit pushes us forward too hard not to. Anything that wasn't a 0-point bleed was going to be okay there. But we're risking one growth landing on one of our folks. Please don't immediately grow on the occultist. Okay. So we got lucky there. And I think we should be able to put him in the ground post-haste here. The stress. We want to get this done as quickly as humanly possible. Now, Boudica's fully winded, which actually means toe-to-toe. Oh, toe-to-toe does deal 1 damage. I actually think we Raucous. I think we Raucous here. It's the greed play, but, like, the stress is so bad right now. Oh, that's not good. It would be a lot worse if we didn't have double tap, which 20% chance. There we go. All right. So I think this is a good thing. I think we came away from this significantly better off than we entered it. Look at all that slime mold. We are veritable slime mold barons. So, Empty Stein I think is worthless. Footman's Grog though is very solid. Each ally on combat start gains a defend, gain on miss if first round, unwavering standard. We'll put that here for now. On turn end, gain on miss. Oh, I mean the speed is nice, but it's not that nice. And this I genuinely think, as much as we're using Barbaric Yop, this is completely worthless, so we're going to throw that away. We're not using those, I have decided. Argument to be made for that. We have too much slime mold. Put that there. We'll keep the... I'll put the Pyrotechnic Dazzlers there, and then... I don't mind a little... we can put this on someone. That's not a terrible thing. Now the problem is we have a ton of stress and no recourse. If I had a camp now button, I would press it, a la Darkest Dungeon 1, but we do not. And Audrey is just joining the stress fest, it looks like. I'm gonna let another stack of slime mold go.
Evokes a feeling of the familiar, does it not?
I mean, it would be fun to fight a Shambler, wouldn't it? we gotta, right? Now, that's stress damage. How are you and Audrey doing? You're okay. Fine. Let's fight a Shambler. Maybe. You don't always fight the Shambler. In this case, we do.
The infinite void.
I probably should have checked 100% stun resist. Okay, yeah, I should have checked. Should have checked for sure. Get the neutralizing powder going. So I think we Raucous Revelry here because the stress damage is going to be the biggest danger. The shuffle is also slightly dangerous, but I guess this is, we were playing with this as our setup before, so. These guys stun. So let's do... Okay, apparently they don't stun. I think we keep burning you. This is gonna be a little scary, I think. Because we don't have... Boudica doesn't have the defense yet. So, the Clapper Claws are coming, and they're going to start getting big. Okay, at least Boudica's taken that second one due to the combo. That's good. It's good for us. Okay, so now this is the turn where we just have to... Shambler just has to die. The value we're getting out of Raucous Revelry is something to behold. Although we should be generating taunt at the moment, and instead we're doing this, so. Danger Zone. No, wait. There was something in the Carcass about Wicked Hack removes defend. That would have been really useful here. You're going, so you're just going to get more, I think. Things are going to get a little scary at the end of this fight, I reckon. Too much going in on Dismas right now, I feel like. Okay, big stress heal. There we go. And then she gets the stress back. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I think we destroy the positive tokens. Gets us oh, I guess he still had 3. Alright, that's not ideal. But you're dead either way. So vulnerability would remove some of the stacks here, but I think we're better off just tossing a heal out. And then I think, as weird as it is to say, the best thing to do here is, I mean, get rid of you, but also get the taunt up so we know exactly where this Clapper Claw is going to operate.
A little help impeccably timed.
Shambler fight went well. I'm not, I mean, it's not over, but I'm also not complaining. I think we ended up with more evenly terrible stress, but less stress. And, ooh, nice little 2, but then we're going to pick up one more from, yeah. I think they need to make the Carcass immune to taking stress damage from crits so that that actually lands the way that I think it is intended, designed, whatever to.
Amidst the spoils, an artifact of
Okay, bleed resist trinket is good. Shambler's Eye. Gain on crit. Binding shadows. Oh wait, this is a cultist only. Gain on crit. Binding shadows gives a empower. +1 damage for each % of stress. -1 healing for each % of stress. I don't think this is good. Jumbo Trunk is nice, though. So just to make sure that I understand this correctly. So each % of stress. So we are currently at 4 out of 10 stress, which is 40%. So is this saying that our damage increase from this is 40% right now? I guess there's only one way to find out, right? I don't think this Bloodied Branch is any good for us, unfortunately. I'm going to get rid of the Adrenalizing Ash, because I don't think it has a place in our roster. And then it's a lot of Ceremonial War Drums. And then, I guess, since we have the Jumbo, I don't think we need that one as well. A good Shambler Trinket would be more damage per meltdown the Trinket Witness. That's a cool idea, Innie. I like that a lot. Okay, we just need to get to our next fight, but our relationships are going to take just a huge hit. I'm gonna go right. Because, yeah, we're fully in meltdown territory and have exactly no way to fix it. Wow, Owl with the rare positive interaction. Oh, I need to readjust our party. This is our general killing setup. So of course Owl goes late on the time when I'm like, I want to find out how much this trinket is benefiting. If it's not 40 per, even if it's 40, if it's 40%, that's insane. That trinket becomes bonkers. That was unfortunate. Okay, so this ceiling spaghetti better be doing like, it's doing 4 to 8. There's no way that 4 to 8 was the... Yeah, that doesn't... 4 to 8... Would that be a 40% increase? I don't know. We'll I guess we could look at the tooltip, because the tooltip is not modified. 3 to 6 becomes 4 to 8. Huh. Yeah, don't pay attention to the taunt. See if I care. I do like being able to destroy riposte tokens. I will give it that. We are unbleedable on Boudica. So apply the vulnerable to the dog, remove the guard. I think we go for the greed here, get the Raucous Revelry. That'll get 1 off of Dismas, 2 off of Boudica. Blow you up. How much mastery did we get from the Shambler fight? Does the Shambler fight give 2 mastery? That would be another reason to want to do it.
The one pleasant in the extreme. This work is noble.
-3. I don't think anyone can take the -3 speed. So this could be bleed skills plus 33%, and I'd be pretty interested. As it stands now, though, I don't think so. I think we want Demon Pull on the board. I'm gonna keep Highway Robbery for the moment, I guess. This all remains the same. You have Demon Pull, and then over here, Iron Swan can go away. I guess we put Bleed Out on the board. We're in the front spot. It's a big bleed. But we need passive taunt generation to make this work. Oh, good. Of course, you and Audrey are gonna have a falling out. We'll take the food and relics.
An unexpected find.
We're flush with food. I hate letting go of gold trinkets, but I think that just goes. And then Chalk Dust is basically worthless. Has some minor value in the sluice, but I kind of want to put myself on the path that includes the academic study, just in case. It also means that people can express a preference, and so if we get lucky, we could get like 4 aggregate stress healing if everyone wants to go to the academic study. But yeah, we're going to be behind on relationships for this run, to be sure. Going for the crit thanks to the combo. Okay. I think we're slowly puzzling out some structure to this group. Like, I like this configuration more than our previous configurations. But yeah, I do not have an answer to what the Carcass needs to to ascend, as it were. Oh, I can't demon pull position 2. Unfortunate. The mastery is coming fast and furious, though. Produces restorative items. I like that. Minor heat shield. There's a world in which we might use that if we go to the librarian next. It's probably better than something else, like the Nightshade concoction is pretty much trash. And then now we have 3. I don't think we did an Infernal Flame run last time or the time before. I'm content with not returning to the scene of that crime. I do feel like the mastery has been coming in fast and furious. What are we at? 8 so far? That's not bad. Our stress certainly shows that we have paid for this mastery in other ways. And yeah, this is kind of what I was hoping for. I wanted to go to the academic study anyways, because that's fun. And picking up a bit of stress healing is not terrible.
Deathless and dreaming.
She was rolling nothing but 8s for a while there. I'm disappointed. What's the play here? Let me just put damage in. I think it's worth getting any fancier. He will probably move to the front of his own accord. So I'm going to drop Vulnerable on him. And that, because the Barbaric Yop that I'm going to lead with here will give us Weaken. I don't, oh. Yeah, I kind of knew that was going to happen, but we'll strip those away with Dismas. 1 vulnerable remained, that's a bummer. I don't like using up the vulnerable token there, but I also much prefer to take the riposte on Boudica. She is so durable at the moment. The bleed trinket also is it's just doing work for us. Oh, I forgot he can apply vulnerable. That's nice. 17 pointer on that one is something to behold. I might have wanted to leave him alive so that Boudica could do a stress heal, but it would only be -1 stress on Al. Yeah, so I think this Shambler trinket, they could be like... So first of all, the language should be like 10% per pip, if indeed that is the way that it works. Because you having to calculate the percentage stress is ridiculous. So Binding Shadows on crit. We'll we'll play around with that. Maybe that's our future setup is instead of weakening curse, we put like that there and go for something of that design. So now only Al can bring discord and sadness to us all. Well, now Boudica's like, but me too. I want to ruin things.
An academic study, full of the forbidden.
Oh, we really liked the trinket we got from this. Is it worth? Yeah, I think it is. Dark Curiosity.
The spoils
Corrupted Bile Gland is so good.
world power.
We like it every time we get it. So right now I'm thinking Dismas uses Grape Shot Blast to enable it. Or maybe we put it on... I mean, Al's not going to be able to utilize it fully. Yeah, our relationships are some of the worst that I've had coming out of Zone 1 in a while. Ooh, we are all full up on slime mold, thanks game. We missed an incendiary cocktail. And given how good the cultist trinkets are, I can't imagine not pursuing them actively. Yeah, he's dead in 2, so I think that's good. And then, so yeah, so the problem that we have here is Al's going to be moving forward all the time, but now gaining unchecked power from the Shambler Eye. Maybe that's okay. I do love the 1-point hits. Oh. Just had to smite. Couldn't leave well enough alone and just do penance and die, right? No way, no how. So the reason I gave the Corrupted Bile Gland to Dismas is because I really didn't want to put it on Audrey because it would have pushed us really hard in the direction of using flashing daggers, which I don't think is the play that we're going for. Got a bunch of uncontrolled hits coming in here. This is a bummer. I wish I could give Winded to everyone and get some actual stress healing out of that, but... The resists are interesting. The Carcass is doing work, though. Right now we're not critting enough. I think we probably have to invest in a crit trinket to make Al really sing with that trophy. I also think I'm going to switch up party order after this. Putting Dismas in the back rank makes him less likely to get shot. And the Corrupted Bile Gland is a little scary for exactly that reason. Will I use a scrap grenade here? I'm really only worried about the back two. We have a good turn order here, so I don't think so. The back most is the scariest. Okay, perfect. And then yank you forward, and then we need the taunt. Yeah, we need like a reverberating redoubt or something like that to get Boudica to the point where she's really So annoying, because that's going to be a dot on Dismas. Yep. So annoying how consistently they have found their way to that. And we don't have a lot of ways to solve the problem. So Dismas is just going to be taking some damage, and we need to defend him a little better.
Well done.
Good stress heal off that. Yeah, I feel like the Carcass needs something like on crit the entire party gets stress healed. Like everybody's like, yeah, enjoy. Dismas is... So, is Blight... These are your resistances. Do we know what people's Blight chances are? It's an interesting question, because in our current form, like, Dismas seems like he's getting resisted just constantly. And I don't know if that is a function of Highwaymen having a lower. Gosh darn it. Dismas should be in range of a Rid now. Al goes first, so we can do this. Big heal. No comment on that one. Okay, give me something good here. Because I really don't want to... Gain on hit. Heal 3. Minus 50% max HP. Yeah, Amoga, I do miss that. I mean, I get the suspicion that it probably works this way. I don't think... Spoken sharply. Who is this for? There's no way we're putting it on Boudica. Am I doing this just for the mastery? Yeah, I am. Ugh. I am not going to enjoy this fight. I can already tell you that.
Dissection. An unavoidable end.
I notice in this one they use combo to increase the base chance. Yeah, that is a true statement. I think I just yop here. Yikes, that was disastrously bad. Flesh from Bone is great, especially when it comes with the stress heal, even though we then gain the stress and everyone else gains the stress. Yeah. This is so frustrating because the Carcass is like you're hoping for the Carcass. That's super annoying. You're hoping for the Carcass to get crit. But if the Carcass gets crit, no good comes of it. So unfortunately, we have to... We use that to get rid of that. But yeah, we're leaving this guy uncontrolled, unfortunately, here. Okay, Sundering Steel is the best possible target. Just take aim removes blind, right? Yeah, we'll just do take aim. Gonna hold off on the Raucous Revelry here and just put up the taunt in hopes that we can get... We're probably gonna get Weight of the Worlds. That's Weight of the Worlds. How do you say that? Are we on a range turn? We are. All right, well, that worked out nicely. Okay, so that was fine. The trinket is garbage. We'll take it all and then we will get rid of things. I hate... If Dark Impulse equipped, gain on hit. So when you're hit, heal for 3, minus 50% max HP. Don't see it on that one. Get rid of you. We're going to put all those on. We're going to need the whittling tools, that's for sure. The Noisemaker might be of some value. What is the likelihood we're going to pick up a random item between here and the inn? Pretty low. Our bankroll is looking good. We don't need to keep a lot of baubles around as long as we have the General's trinket equipped. So we should probably consider that. Medicinal herb is a bummer that we missed out on it. Because we don't have a lot of ways to get rid of dots, so there would have been some value to that.
The fire is lit.
Okay, what's the damage? Fear of Cosmic Beings, Last Gasp, Raconteur, and Sprawl Scrounger. Not terrible. Plus 200% chance of looting stagecoach equipment. Do we care? What's going to be our setup here? So right now we have Hoarder Scouting. I don't think I care about Hoarder Scouting. So maybe we just do that. Get rid of that. Do that. Now where are we going? Oh, another Empty Stein. Because the first Empty Stein wasn't enough for us. Rather face them. 10 mastery is not terrible. Now, what are we working with here? We got some very cheap trinkets. I would like a refund on the Empty Stein Shen. Also, hey, welcome. How goes it? Let's see. We're not benefiting that much from stealth, so I don't think that's particularly useful. We could generate whiskey. That's also not particularly useful. In fact, basically all of this I would consider to be pretty useless. We always take that. I already got rid of the Hoarder map. I am instantly filled with regret. But I guess let's start with this. It's an interesting idea, Innie. I think that they kind of learned their lesson from Darkest Dungeon 1, for lack of a better way to describe it. The crit goes up on Binding Shadows, so let's grab that. I think they don't want the game to be so micromanagey, but I think they just shifted the micromanagement to be part of the driving game, which I'm also not a huge fan of. Let's see, what do we even upgrade on you? Toe-to-toe gets an extra taunt. That's actually pretty nice. Man, Barbaric Yop still requires combo to get stuns out. That's miserable. Oh wait, and now toe-to-toe, we don't want to upgrade toe-to-toe because we don't want to remove winded. That's ironic. I don't like that very much. We're using Grape Shot fairly frequently. Using Double Tap. Pistol Shot for some stuns is good. Over here, the next most frequently used thing is Flashing Dagger, but I don't like it. Gah. Are we gonna get Thrown Dagger? Stealing tokens is fun. We're using highway robbery right now, so I'll do that. I don't think... Again, here, so disastrously bad. So many of her upgrades are so underwhelming. So Wicked Hack would be good for removing Defend. We could think about doing that, but it's going to be hitting for 0. I'm going to wait and see how much of an engine we have for generating that. I do like Take Aim. Our Grave Robber is just a Poison Dart machine, which in and of itself is a little sad. I think Take Aim is the bigger upgrade. Okay, that was uninspired. The Blasphemous Idol. It's good. We should grab it. My Time in the Desert, meh. All these trinkets are pretty much trash. The Dead Ringer. 15% chance of daze or speed. I don't think that's worth it either. Oh, wait, do we have nothing for stress healing in the shop? Yep. Oh, we have the Mop and Bucket. It's gonna backfire. I guarantee it. Ooh, we got the good one. All right. Frontliners get the good food. Whittling tools there. Keep the ceremonial drums on the very off chance that we end up doing the Leviathan. Ooh, that's an interesting idea, Innie, because that's something they could just track on the back end, so you wouldn't even have to think about it. Do we care about dot curing? It might come in handy. And Holy Water is just good. Alright. The Rusty Blade Inn. Pillagers have more damage next time. And you heal to 100 and you get -1 stress. So it's just the Pillagers is the only change. Okay. Well, I guess onward and upward.